record the session. Okay, welcome everyone. So let's see if you guys see my desktop. I will try to start with one. Do you guys see my desktop?
Yes, Mushi.
So let's start with this. So for what we see with here. Today everything is green, right?
Yeah,
Everything looks good in one day. But if we look at it at the week, it's not Microsoft is outperforming comparing all of them. So sometimes people tell me what you are planning to buy or what you're selling. This today I'm selling Microsoft. It doesn't make sense when everything is going down. All the big cap, Microsoft today pumping. We know that Microsoft last week it went on is a high and it pulled back on Friday, Thursday, Friday. It pulled back. So I have, as Microsoft pulled back, I got some little bit more, and then this morning Microsoft came back up. I sold it. My reason of this is like I'm looking at for now short term. This is not my long term. I'm everything I am sharing is my short term opinion. Okay, so I took some profit on there, but what am I buying? Look at Google. We know what happened to Google because of this whole be that war happening between Google versus others that Microsoft ChatGPT and Google ChatGPT, the senior competitor of ChatGPT, they came up with something big announcement. It backfired them. Since it's backfired them, they lost over 100 billion last Friday. This morning also it's pulling back, but Google is in a position right now, very strong price to be in. So I would not hesitate to buy Google because this is not short term. I am telling you, as I am doing short term again, I have long term account and short term. In the short term, I do think in a month Google is going to be turning around. So I do have some of the short term also on the Google side, which is month and a half. So I'm slowly adding little, not too much, little position of Google because I do think it's going to be turning around. Okay. And then look at Tesla. We have seen what happened to Tesla last week. Tesla is almost went to 10 to 13, and I did good amount of Teslas I sold that time, sat with the cash. And then as Tesla pulled back, I added. This morning also Tesla pulled back. I think with some of you I did mention in the Discord room and also in that the WhatsApp room that I added Tesla and those who even touch that Tesla that I added this morning, even that it would give you good return. That option that trade I shared in the public room. Okay. Um. So my reason of doing this also like same. I do not predict what's gonna happen, but what I do I use technical, and earlier I had with someone just this is what I am going to share. We are going to be touching some of these stuff also in our classes as the class we are going to be teaching soon. But let me bring my this from different screen. You guys see this chart, this screen, right?
yes, Mushi.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a SPY. I had earlier someone, was saying, okay, SPY. How do I know the SPY is going to be big,
No,
big?
No,
I don't think we're looking at the same chart as you are.
so, Mushi,
We're-
still we are in Finwiz.
Oh, Finviz, oh, sorry. That's why I wanted to make sure that, because I have bunch of screen here going on. Let me see SPY. Okay. Mm. How about now? Do you see
Yes,
it?
now we are technical.
Okay. So what you are looking at on a SPY chart weekly, like if I look at, we'll see the weekly SPY did pretty good move last few weeks. It came in almost tried to touch 417, 418. So it shows you the good momentum on the SPY side on weekly and monthly. If I go back in the monthly, last 3-4 months, SPY slowly it came bottom up and around this, and you can see that it's turning around. So when it comes to what goes down is always come up. We know that that's the universal truth. Always has happened, but when it happens, nobody knows. Now, if you look at the weekly, if you're on the weekly side, last 4 or 5 weeks, SPY pretty much did very well. It just stayed positive last few weeks. But daily, if I look at daily, last week, it started as we had some of the hiccup happening in the due to some of the news, and also Fed is saying they are going to be increasing price and why it happens. And I shared that this morning. If you have not watched those YouTube, please do take a look at it, because I do not want to spend too much time. I have at this time, I'm going to spending about half an hour just to give you guys, share with you my logic that why I think I thought, is today earlier the SPY was 210, 410. You see that here when I'm looking at this, all these different indicators is called a its name is here in 8 days moving average, eight. When it's eight, not eight moving average, 21, and VWAP moving average 200 is all different indicator. It tells me at when to take profit as I start looking at, okay, when I'm going to take profit and what could happen. So today it was big, around 410. When I'm looking at, 4 day, 4 hours, it's like, I did mention in the morning, 410 is a huge number. If it is stay above 410, you are going to see that it can go up. But if it goes down, it can go down 408 and hence like that. So those details, I know some of you already are here. When we're sharing this is already there. And all the details we are sharing in the Discord, time and some of the explanation was my logic, was not. So, hopefully that gives you an idea when oh, you are not seeing that, I believe, right? Um, I thought now I switched my screen. This is what I was telling you about. When this morning had some of the indicator, look at this number, look at 408, 410, 414, and it gives you some kind of high level indicator where if it's above 408, 412, there would be huge upside we could see. You see that the cross 408, and in the morning it went down, and as soon as it started crossing, it started going higher. But then when I had that discussion with others, that why 410, by my 410 was that's the number when I saw on TradingView with the live what do you call it, with the live chart, this is what happens. And then hence I thought, okay, just be careful for 12. As it started going for 11, for 12, I have a lot of SPY. It started selling. And when last week, when it came down. Okay. So my logic is like, is all like, okay, I'm going to look at it goes down, it goes down, it goes up. Okay, I'm up, I'm out. I would rather I would rather take little small loss than big too greedy. I had SPY that I started buying when it was 407. So as soon as it came 409, I made some profit. Sell some of them, sell some of them. I did average some of these SPY, but at the end, if it pull back, then there's no one to blame besides myself. All right. So these are the things that, we are at least looking, and everybody is has to make their own decision and also decide when to take the profit target. Profit target there is no right or wrong answer. Okay. I want to hear also few words. Jay, you want to share few words, your profit target, how do you decide?
Yeah, the profit targets usually the FIB levels, the higher time frame like daily, 4 hour or hourly time frame FIB levels are the profit targets. Usually they usually work. For example, today's for ES futures it's 41.45, and that's where we are rejecting right now. So in SPX it'll be 41.35.
Mhm.
So the chart was very clear based on Fibonacci.
Yep. You Yep, you use Fibonacci. That's what everyone is using different indicator. Nothing wrong with that. There is no right and wrong answer. That's what I want to let you guys know. Some people use EMA, some people use Fibonacci, some people use Bollinger Band. All these things, some of the stuff we are going to be touching in the class, the boot camp we are going to be starting today. Okay, and I know here, and especially Betty, you and I do not know if anyone else and also reached out for the class, and I saw your email. I responded, Betty. I did not know if you saw it. Um, that the class we thought earlier we are going to be doing twice a week, but now something cleared up that the main instructor is going to be Jairaj. He's here, and he got more requests from other people also. Hey, can we at least do something quick and take advantage of market volatility? So now Jay rescheduled his everything. Starting today, we are going to running this boot camp. In that boot camp, what we'll be doing, we will be going through this, some of the concept what we just talked about, and that's in 10 days. Our goal is starting 10 days is going to be this is at least you will have the basic foundation. Then after that, what we will do, we will share with you these trades. As we said before, there is an amount of money we are putting, and that money is going to be in that as we are making that the trades, we're going to show you that how we are protecting our money, and and then we are is growing. So there are some people asked me this just for the class. So what is that we are going to be doing? I just want to answer that quick. Also, same time while that's happened. Do you guys see my desktop?
Yes, Mushi.
What do you see on the desktop?
The 10-day boot camp.
Awesome, thank you. Yes, there are some people asked me that the 10-day bootcamp is not like just we're done 10 days. Our goal is, teaching you guys this basic knowledge. There are a bunch of people who is just trying to say, I'm going to follow you, I'm going to follow you. Our intent is not making anybody follow us. Our intent is helping you to understand that way when you use our trade as a guideline, you know exactly when to get out. Okay, so you kind of start creating some kind of style that's going to be working with you. So after 10 sessions, it's not like we are going to be done. We will be doing more sessions, but for now, we have scheduled that when you go in offering.urbanhood.org and future trading, this link I'm also going to be posting in there, you'll see that a clock, under the clock, you are going to see the time, what time to what time we are going to be meeting every day. And when we meet those sessions, that if we understand some of you may not be able to join all of them, but you will be able to go back, watch the recording. Okay, and next, this is the topic that we will be covering. In here, we will be touching the main foundation of the stock market. I know we have people in this room has no understanding of stock and ETF. What's the difference between these two? So those are the knowledge I'm talking about. At the same time, we do not want to discriminate everyone. So we'll build your foundation to give you basic level understanding of the stock market, understand those asset class. Once you understand different type of asset class, then we'll talk about the brokers we are going to be using, where we for this run that we are going to be putting money in. And if somebody wants to use same chart, different type of style of the chart, so you can follow along with us. That's why we are going to be sharing all the brokers information and give you some pros and cons, and then you decide. And then we're going to go into the doing some stuff in futures. One is, so we say futures is not like we are asking everybody buy all the future commodities, is going to be the assets class that you can touch. Some of the ETF you can do outside your working hour, 9 till 5. Many people cannot trade during your work and you get busy. I know people in our community over $1 million account blew up last 6 months. Totally gone zero right now. And then coming back, what right now they are going to be start working with us also to start with the ground zero. And we are asking them, just why did you lose all that money? One of the key thing was, Mushi, I have all these asset. I did not sell on time. I did not do this because of my job pressure. Many of you face same way, right? Same problem. So that's what, as we are going to be teaching with you this future, that some of the trade, some of the assets you can do that anytime when you have free, but you have to make those decisions when you are going to be doing. That's the future is going to be happen. And our goal in this class, the 10 days boot camp, is helping you to not to lose your capital. We'll show you ways sometimes it's okay to walk out, and when is that workout time. So some of the things, as we're going to be doing it, you are going to seeing that the instructor Gerard and few others who is very experienced trader, they will say, this is what I do when, but it's still I keep my capital secured. Okay, so that's what we are going to be doing in this 10-day session, is helping you to understand stock market basic foundation, then helping you to find the right brokers and think of the assets that you are familiar with, you are going to be learning about, and then start making trades that doesn't make you stuck in front of your machine 9:30 till 4 and that. So that's type of trades or that type of assets we are going to be talking about it. So in futures and then ETF and those you're going to be touching up. Our ultimate goal is helping you to keep not only maintaining your capital, grow your capital. So with you, we are putting an X amount of money on an account. We'll show you that this money we put, and now you see how that money is growing as we are going to be sharing with you all the trades and reviewing that with you. So, and that's what also I want to share. Now I'm going to go back and look at some of the questions some of you asked. Mushi, how can I join the WhatsApp? I shared that opinion about Meta. I'm going to be sharing the opinion, and some people are asking, how do I get that link for 10-day bootcamp? I am putting that, and then I am going with the Meta. Before I go with the Meta, any questions so far what I just shared, folks, about the bootcamp, what's coming up? And how I decide that when to get out, when to get in. Okay, if not, now let's see. You guys see my desktop?
Yes, Mushi, you can see.
Yeah, it's Meta. Oh, and the other thing also, I have gotten that many of you that who is paid members who said you want to be join this bootcamp. You do not. You already saw a message in the Discord that you do not have to pay to join. This is also something we adjusted this year to support the community. No more paying extra for any of this class. All we just ask you show up in the class. And then some of you already reached out to me in private. I added you in that class community. All the details we are going to be sharing in that WhatsApp class community. So Meta, what do I see the Meta? Meta last week, it's just like it pulled back big time. You see that weekly, I lost good amount of Meta, but with the profit I came up is close to break even, because what you see what happened. Meta touched almost over 190, but as soon as Meta was going over 80, I started selling, and then it's I had last Friday a bunch of option that I thought Meta would be 190 and above. It just did not work out. So at the end, I didn't lose much, but still it's a loss and it could be a nice profit. But for now, why we see the Meta pullback, just like many others, I do think that Meta has a momentum. If you look at that weekly, Meta has a momentum to touch over 200, right? So first it has to stay over 190. If it can stay over 190, it can prove, then Meta is going to be 200, just same way like Tesla. Tesla, we saw what happened to Tesla, and those who took the trade I shared this morning, did anybody saw that in WhatsApp what trade I shared this morning on Tesla this week? Anyone? That's in the free WhatsApp group.
I saw Mushi, but I did not take that trade.
You saw it.
Oh, I was so busy, so I just saw it. And then I
Yeah.
go. go-
No, did anybody take it or did anybody see it? What was the trade I shared? No, I'm going to, I don't remember. I have so many Tesla. Just wanted to see when I shared what was the price and now what's right now. What's the price that one? All the it's not like I'm trying to prove anybody wrong. All just sometimes it said, hey, I take some small risk and then if it pays up, it pays off. I made a call at 10 o'clock, added Tesla upside 190 call weekly expiration. That's the one I did. So when I made the call, that time it was 657, my price. Now it's 950. Just to. So I had some people asked me how much money you make a day and stuff. I say it's all depends. It's your. So I'm looking at it's a nice profit, $300, and let's say even if you take one contract, it's good money while you are doing other things. So now do the math, but these are the how you start thinking, okay, I got my 300, 500, I met my target, move on, right? So then of course, then you don't risk
actually,
everything. Somebody wanted to say something? So Meta call 224, Junaid, and there. And this is where I am going to remind you, Junaid and others, it seems like, you have, you and others, please do see, Ayol, right now, I'm going to go back in Discord and even I remember I did share in Discord, I sold some Meta, I sold some of these. So whenever I am selling or you are not selling, this is also something that, you need to make a decision. When I did posted some of those Meta in the Discord, it made money to me. I started getting out. And sometimes I don't look it into did it get it. I have those trade. I say I have certain percent of a profit target, and then I'm getting out. And then I'm going to share with you that if you have taken those and had your profit target in place, then you'd be. You got, and here I see that on 208, I sold some Meta yesterday, shared. You got time? And then I think Jonai, maybe you made some call on other areas. So when I start doing it, if you take the trade, you should get some money and don't be greedy. Just take profit. And then whenever it pull back like now, you never know. This is that time you can buy back again. All right. So what I have seen a lot of people holding, and then they keep adding more and more. Meta it's like today, should you hold? I did not know that this expiration was the price right now, but you got time. What I would do if I were you, I would just go, I would buy Meta. I exactly not knowing where is the Meta situation right now. Let me see here. I would go Meta. I see the Meta 183 is touched couple not too long ago. I would make Meta 183 call, not 24. I would go. This is how usually sometimes I do that. I would go in not I mean March says March 3rd, March 10th. So I have more time. So whenever you have more time like this, the money you already posted there, it's you're going to be recovering, plus you got time. Jonah, does that make sense?
Yes, got it.
Yeah. So that's how a lot of the time I do. Whenever I say that I used to, when I was a rookie, that's when I used to do, DCA something or dollar cost averaging. You can lose it all. Then I said, no, I do not want to do this. I would rather pay more money, go forward. And we know that Meta has a strong momentum. Meta has a good news came out. They're going to lay off more people. So just this news did not stick yet. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, you're going to see that no Meta is going to be turned around. If not tomorrow, even in 181, I told you I would not buy too many. If I have money, one contract, two contract. Okay. So this way you're trying to conserve your money, not taking too much risk. And then later on, you just say, none of us have unlimited money. So take those conservative risk. Did that make sense, guys? Okay, now let me see what other questions you guys have. Okay, how much this course? James, the link is there. The course is, 199 and 190, less than $200. Yeah, if you click on it, and I know that, if anybody has even a payment term, there are some people asked, can I get a payment term? Well, in that link there, when you do a yes card, it has a payment term as well. All right. Any other questions? So what's gonna happen with the market the rest of the day? I do think right now people went on lunch and stuff. We see typically it happens, market dries out. There are momentum. So if there is no bad news, we may see that this market is going to be maybe if it can stay over to the 412 SPY tomorrow, it has a good momentum that it can touch again 415, depending on some of the CPI numbers, all those coming in. So please do watch those recording, and in that Google, even in our WhatsApp, that not WhatsApp, the YouTube, I start sharing, and now I will try to do more often in the WhatsApp, in the YouTube channel. So you can watch them and you can subscribe, and then you'll see that some of the smaller videos that I'm going to make adding for educational purpose only. Jay, do you have anything to add about the class?
Yes, I do.
Go
So,
ahead.
like you said, this class is mainly focused on features and the S&P 500 index. Like a lot of people will say, hey, it's unbelievable how my uh, stock or instrument is crashing, or like how it is. I have puts, but it's like going up like crazy. It's against fundamentals. Like stocks are easy to manipulate, but indexes are not. Like indexes move like small, but the futures they have like a heavy weightage, so they actually give much more power than any individual stock, and they follow technicals to the uh, to the perfect levels. So if you want to be a trader, you need to have index position, whether it's SPY, SPX, ES features, even S&P 500, whatever. Stocks has to be only like a secondary holding, because stocks are like your kids, but they don't listen. Say
I like that analogy. Stock is like kids that don't listen.
yeah, but indexes is like a parent. You expect certain things, and it will be the exact same responsible behavior. So it's very important all of you learn and keep index positions all the time and trade index as part of your trading career. So that's why that's what this class is about. This is not like a fundamental class. If we go in very detail, it's like more than 10 sessions, more than 10 hours, including a lot of practicals. So we encourage all of you to come join. It will be very useful to you, to your trading career.
Thanks. Thanks, Jay. Guys, here this is also another tool when it's a live. What happens to the market? You're paying for it, but those who is not doing too active in the market, you don't want to go waste this money. Now, when I say waste, is nothing is free, guys. You guys already know that. So this tool, TradingView, is awesome technical analysis tool that show you live. I sometimes watch 15 seconds, 1 minute, and then it kind of tells me, okay, what's really happening right now? Is people are buying or people are saying? Last 10 minutes, and I see that more and more last 10 minutes is buying. So it gives me a pattern that, market shows some confidence. It can go over. You see the 412, it can stay for last 30 minutes. It's staying above this line. It's keep going higher. So when those who is following technical chart, this is beautiful. It does tells you that, okay, there is a momentum. And at this time, you do not want to go short the market. You just wait till at least couple of these becomes red. And then, and this kind of tells you the volume is not bad here throughout this morning. We had a very good volume. These are the volume that more buyers than seller coming in the market. So that kind of tells you, hopefully that market may close strong if there are no bad news happens, because last week already it got beaten up a lot. Economically, all those economics and fundamental, the news is not really that bad. If you watch that YouTube link I shared, you are going to see that there are a lot of good sign that economy is coming up strong. Okay, guys. So let's not get into FOMO. If you are not in any of these trade and stuff, just hang on because things going to pull back. And when it pull back, that's when we say, hey, I get in that free WhatsApp group also that, and I do mention, and we share the Jairaj and many others share what they do. So you don't have to be in our paid areas if you are not leaning on this 100% of growth area, and then you have your own time, do all the research and everything. Okay, that's about it. And was it helpful, guys, coming in the middle? I know I have done it after a long time.
Yes, Mushi, it was helpful to get feel of the market.
Okay.
It gets a little challenging, Mushi, for folks who actually, like for us who have office to step out and or have a conflicting other work call. So it does help to get a mid market review from you, but at times for folks who actually have a full-time job may not be able to attend.
Yeah, thank you, Faisal. Yeah, I understand. I understand both sides, and that's why I plan on not to do every day like before. We have done every day. Now my plan is doing once a week. And then I know some people asked me in private if I can share the recording. So we will post this recording in our YouTube channel, right? Just
Yeah. And
take a look.
Mushi, we plan to do this once, so if you can have it scheduled, then we can plan for it.
Yes, for now, tentatively Monday, Faisal I mentioned, and then hopefully if thing changes, I'll let you guys know in the Discord.
Monday
Right.
night,
Monday lunchtime, and we are
Okay.
already meeting Friday and stuff because of the beginning of the week, and this week a lot of people are concerned. So I thought, okay, I'm going to start trying on Monday, and if we see that Sunday and Monday is too close, we can go back on Tuesday at the lunchtime Eastern. All right. Faisal, we'll just try out, for a couple of
Yeah,
weeks.
thank you, Mushi.
You're welcome. Okay, and Srinivas, ping me in private to add you in the class. I'll be happy to see, and just make sure that you have the right phone number. I'll be happy to add you in that class session.
Yeah, I
Okay?
did.
Yeah, we have
I did.
tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
Okay, awesome.
Already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll respond on the WhatsApp. And
Okay.
tonight's session is going to be 6:03 p.m. Again, guys, please do look at the time. I mean, people kept saying, what time? What time? I said, that link already has the clock. Right below the clock, time is there. And the Naveed, I think some of you may signed up this class. The Discord is not for the class. Discord is for the paid, the members who wants to get alert daily, who is very active in the market. That's what. The classroom has a WhatsApp group. So some of you who just signed up the class, you are not active yet learning. I think it just hold on to it before you start considering that. All right.
And Mushi,
Mhm.
this is Vasilia. So for folks who've already signed up for the premium membership, this is part of it, right? So
Yes, correct. That's
do
the
I still
adjustment we
need to-
made, Faisal.
Yeah.
Moving forward, any of those stock classes or bootcamp we run, our premium members do not have to pay any additional anymore.
Perfect. So do I still need to sign up for the class to get included in the
Each-
WhatsApp group? 'Cause I haven't
On the WhatsApp right now, tell me that, hey, add me in there, I will add it. We just want to eliminate one more sign up for you.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. All right, cool. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I will see you guys this evening at 6:30 p.m. Eastern in that class.
Thank
Have
you,
a good day,
Mushi.
everyone. You're welcome.
Sure.
Bye.